everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name's Claire. This is Testing Sobriety Mounjaro UK, and this is an early update. I haven't done a full week yet, but I am going away tomorrow for the weekend. It's more not exactly pleasure. I'm helping my boyfriend out. He's running an event, so I'll be helping with that. So I'm not really going to get any chance to weigh myself or make videos across the weekend as far as I'm aware. So I'm doing everything early. That means this is a shorter week. I will be doing my jab tonight, Thursday night, instead of the usual Friday night. So I'm jabbing after 6 days rather than 7. And this weight is only, so we weighed on Saturday and it's now Thursday. So whatever that is, however many days that is. And surprise, surprise, on the weight, there's not really any change. I've gone down 0.2 of a pound. So last week I was 151.8 pounds. This week I'm 151.6. But there is a non-scale challenge I set myself last week, which was to not lose muscle mass, and I did that. Looking at my Renfo app, muscle mass hasn't gone down. Also though, fat hasn't gone down. In fact, nothing's really gone down except fat-free mass. Fat-free mass has gone down that 0.2 of a pound. Don't really know what that is because my bone density hasn't gone down. I don't think my skeletal muscle's gone down. I'm assuming it's something like poo. I don't know. Itchy eyeball. But yeah, I'm going to take it as a win that I haven't lost muscle mass, but really this is kind of like a non-update because it's too early. It's not the full week. This week though, I'll just tell you how it's gone for me. It's pretty much gone the same as all the others in terms of how much suppression that I feel, appetite suppression. It's really strong on day 1 and 2. Day 3 it starts to dwindle a little bit and I start to feel more hungry, and then sort of day 4, 5 and 6 I'm starting to feel more hungry as time goes by, but not really to any degree where I feel like I need to eat really big meals or snack on inappropriate foods. I feel like the drug is working for me really all the way through the week. Maybe that last day I have to initiate a little bit of willpower. Sometimes I don't. There has been times at the end of the week where I've had something that isn't ideal, but I haven't overeaten anything. I haven't binged on anything. It might just be that I end up having a cream egg on day 5 or 6 when I wouldn't normally do that, something like that, or maybe have a few crisps one day, but that's all really. And then I find I don't want to do those kind of things days 1 to 3, maybe even into 4. And so yeah, the levels I think are in my system enough to keep me on track. So calorie wise, I don't know why my eye is itching. Calorie wise, I'm kind of sticking to the same formula. The calories are pretty low days 1 to 3. I would say day 1 and 2 are only about 1,000 to 1,100 a day, and then day 3 it might go up a little bit, like 1,200, and then I might have 1,300 the next day. This week I did have a 1,600 calorie day. According to MyFitnessPal, 1,600 should still be a deficit for me, and I should still get a small loss, but I don't know if I believe it, because obviously you set the FitnessPal to the level of fitness, the level of activity that you do, and mine is set to, it's not sedentary, it's the one above. But this week, exercise wise, I haven't done anything over and above. So I've done my strength training at home, my wrist weights. I've started to include soup tins with the wrist weights to increase the weight on my wrists. Yeah, I've done the leg raises with the wrist weights, ankle weights, whatever you want to call them, and things like sit-ups and squats. But I also do walk up and down the steps quite a lot, the stairs in my house. If I think about it, if I need to burn off a bit of energy, I just quickly sort of like do 10 up and down the steps, or or throughout the day, maybe up to 50, 60, something like that, but not every day. I haven't been on a bike ride, I haven't been swimming, I haven't been on any long walks. So exercise wise this week, I'd say it was adequate, but it could be better. I really probably could do with a bit of cardio as well. But I'm pleased with the fact that I'm doing something every day, and I'm pleased that I didn't lose the muscle mass. And I'm pleased that I'm basically mostly eating fairly okay. So all of that is good. I was thinking about sort of last week and the week before when I had the period where I went away. I went to see my dad, and then a little while after that I went to France, and together the poor diet and the lack of exercise, that was when I got a 1 pound muscle mass loss, and I really don't want that to happen to me again. So I'm just pleased that I've been eating the protein. My protein intake is probably not what it should be in terms of, most people say you should aim for 100 grams of protein a day. Some people say you should have a gram of protein per pound of body weight, and some people say you should have half a gram of protein per pound of body weight. Some people say you should have a gram of protein per pound of ideal body weight, like your goal weight. And it's hard to know what is actually true, and I think ultimately I'm never going to overeat on the protein, so I just need to try and eat as much as I can. But I am giving myself I'm cutting myself a little bit of slack, because I do think it can be a bit difficult sometimes to get that 100 grams in, especially in that first 2 or 3 days of the week. So most days I am looking at more like somewhere between 70 and 90 grams of protein a day. I don't think that's too bad. I'm prioritising protein, I'm making sure there's protein in every meal, but I still can't seem to quite get it up to consistently to 100 grams or more. So I'm happy with that. I mean, obviously I will keep monitoring it, and if I see some negative results in terms of muscle mass, whatever, then I will readdress it and maybe look at getting more in. In terms of side effects, I don't think I have any specific side effects to Mounjaro, in that I'm not getting the cold anymore that I got for quite a few weeks, or anything else really. But I do think I'm getting side effects from either from the calorie deficit, even though I don't think I'm under eating, or from a lack of nutrients. So I might contact my doctors and see if they will test me, because the symptoms that I'm getting are ulcers in my mouth. They are healing now. I did have one that has lasted about 4 weeks. It's slowly going away now, so it's almost gone now. I'm still getting, I've mentioned it in the past, like a dark pinky purple under each eye. It's not something that I've ever had in my life, no matter how tired I have been, no matter how hungover I was back in my drinking days. I never had this, like a dark pinky bit under my eyes. So I'm sure that's a sign of something. And I'm also getting a lightheadedness when if I'm doing my exercise and I go from sitting or squatting to standing up, if I go from bending to standing up, or if I'm just doing my exercises generally, maybe if I haven't eaten it's worse, but I just get a bit lightheaded and think I better sit down in case I faint. So I put that down to a nutrient deficiency. I am trying to eat more variety of food. I'm trying to increase my red meat intake. Yeah, could it be B12? Could it be iron? I don't think it's going to be vitamin C, and I know it won't be calcium because I definitely get plenty of calcium. So yeah, I might contact doctors and see if, I don't know whether they will do a blood test. I feel like it's kind of my own fault for being on the Mounjaro, but yeah, I will see. I'll write them an email. I don't want to waste their time. I don't need a doctor's appointment, but if I can get a blood test, that would be helpful for me. But in the meantime, I'm just going to keep trying to increase the variety of like whole foods that I eat, so that I'm getting as much nutrients as I can. I think we're going to call it quits there, because this is just a short one for a short week, and I'll be back. The next one will obviously be a longer week, as I'm going to go away. I've got 2 nights away, so Friday night and Saturday night, coming home Sunday evening, and yeah, then I'll just probably get back to my usual routine. But I might continue the jab on the Thursdays now that I'm on a Thursday. Who knows? We'll play it by ear. That's it then. Thank you for watching. Let me know how you're getting on in your weight loss endeavours, however you're going about it. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.